Hey everyone, it's Desiree. Let's have some fun with some pattern paper, a border die, and let's just add that sentiment. This is all from Paper Rose. This here is the sunflower border die. Very detailed, very intricate, but lots of possibilities. I just love this piece of pattern paper from the Rainbow Poppies. Just love it. And I was hoarding it. It's time to use it. And then we're going to pull in our thank you sentiment. So here we go. I have a 4 by 5 1/4 white cardstock panel, and I'm going to place our border die towards the bottom, and we're going to run that through our die cutting machine. We're also going to take care of our die cutting of our sentiment. I'm going to die cut the white cloud 3 times for each, and then I'm going to cut the navy blue, the sentiment itself, I believe 3 times as well. So here we go. I want to use the bottom portion. Now you'll have 2 different looks depending upon which side, but I want this to sit evenly on the card. So I've cut that pattern paper panel to be 4 by 5 1/4. Going to make sure that there are glue on the tips and the edges of this so that it doesn't lift up in any areas. And we're going to place that down onto that panel and lightly tap that. So you have the images of the florals coming through, even though they're 2 different flowers. We've got poppies and we've got sunflowers. It really doesn't matter. You can mix and match your florals because we can, right? We can have fun creating our art. I have a strip. It's just over 1/4 inch of gold cardstock that I placed along the top. I'm going to get this onto our standard A2 size card base, and it is going to be a side folding and a landscape card. I wanted to cut a matte, so I'm using the same color cardstock that I used for my sentiment, and that is cut to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. When I know the measurements that I cut, I will definitely let you all know, and it is not cut to that. Made a mistake. So it is slightly smaller, so we're looking at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, so I can have that white border that's going around that piece. I'm going to layer up the cloud pieces or shadow pieces for the sentiment, and then we're going to get our sentiment on top of those. I'm going to place that sentiment straddling over that gold strip that we placed on our card. It'll help the sentiment stand out because I'm using a white background for it, and it's sitting on the white part of the cardstock. Now you could make the cutout for the sunflower, that panel, a different color if you want, but I think that this die just has a lot of possibilities of what you could do with it. And I'm sure, one of the things that I'm already thinking of is, for fun fold cards, whether it's a Z fold, a gate fold, or anything like that. So just continuing here to get our layers together by adding just a touch of glue to each one, and then we will get those layers set. I did not add any sequins or gems to this card because we have that gold strip. Love sparkle. Love shine. But I'm also one to let that pattern paper shine through, and since I do have that gold strip, there's the shine that we need. So we're just going to get that in place. So the only dimension on the card is the sentiment itself. And I think it's just enough to say thank you. Yes. I hope you enjoyed today's project. Here is our card that we made today to see all the details. As always, the products that I used will be listed down below in the video description. And if you have any questions, make sure you leave those down below as well. Enjoy the art that you create, and especially enjoy the process. Have fun trying new things. Have fun seeing where your card takes you. Everything we do and create becomes part of our journey. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. And by all means, make sure you ring that bell. But most of all, remember what's most important. Always be creative, guys. And I will talk to you in the next one. Till then.